Hello and welcome. Today we are going deep to uncover the hidden triggers behind those really mysterious health symptoms, the ones that might be lurking in your daily meals. If you've ever felt like your own body is a puzzle you just can't solve, well, you are in the right place. Let's get started. So, does any of this sound familiar? That frustrating bloating, a random rash, or a wave of fatigue that you just can't explain? You are definitely not alone. So many of us deal with these things that seem to come and go, and the answer might just be sitting right there on your plate. It could be a reaction to food you eat all the time and have no idea is causing a problem. Okay, so first things first, let's talk about the specific signs your body might be sending you when it's having an allergic reaction. You can think of these as the body's immediate red flags, the signals you really need to be watching for. What's really wild is how fast this stuff can happen right after you eat. We're talking about anything from sudden swelling, hives, or some really intense stomach issues. And listen, these aren't just small annoyances. They're urgent signals coming directly from your immune system telling you something is wrong. And this is a super important point. Food allergies are not just for kids. Nope. You can actually develop them as an adult. And what might start out as just a mild reaction can get way more severe the more you're exposed to that food. That's exactly why catching it early is so incredibly important for your safety. But here's the thing. Not all bad reactions to food are the same. So to really figure out what's going on with your body, we have to understand the difference between a true allergy and other kinds of sensitivities. This chart just lays it out so clearly. A true allergy ropes in your entire immune system, and it can be life-threatening. A food intolerance, on the other hand, that's usually a digestive problem. It'll cause discomfort for sure, but it's not a full-blown immune system emergency. They feel different because, biologically, they are different. So what's the scientific culprit behind a true allergy? It's these things called immunoglobulin E antibodies, or IgE for short. Just think of them as your body's security guards. In an allergic person, that security system just goes haywire. It misidentifies a totally harmless protein from, say, a peanut as a dangerous invader and launches this massive and completely unnecessary counterattack. So why does this happen to some of us and not others? Well, it's complicated. It's a mix of your genes, what you ate as a baby, the health of your gut, and even the environment around you. All of these things play a role in whether your immune system gets its wires crossed. The big takeaway is that a true allergy is basically your body's security alarm going off like crazy over a false alarm. So if these Ig antibodies are the key, the next question is pretty obvious, right? How do we find them? And that brings us to the investigation, how a real clinically validated test can help you pinpoint your exact triggers. And here's the answer. It comes down to a single blood test that can screen for these IgE antibodies against 44 common foods. That is a massive amount of information from just one sample, giving you this comprehensive look at what could be causing all those reactions. And just look at the range of this test. It covers all the big ones: nuts, dairy, seafood, gluten, but it also includes things you might not even think of, like soy or even kiwi. This is how you can find those hidden triggers you would never have guessed on your own. The great news is getting ready for the test couldn't be easier. You don't need to fast or anything. In fact, you should keep eating like you normally do so the test can get a really accurate picture of what's happening in your body right now. The only real rule is to just avoid testing right after you've had a major reaction. All right, so you've done the test. Now what? It's time to decode the results and figure out what they're actually telling you. And, more importantly, how you can turn that information into real action for your health. Your results come back on this really clear scale from class 0, which means no reaction, all the way up to class 6. What's so great about this is that it's not just a simple yes or no. It actually shows you the intensity of your immune response. This helps you and your doctor really understand the level of risk that comes with each food. And right here, this is the real power of getting tested. It puts an end to all the guesswork. So instead of randomly cutting out whole food groups and hoping for the best, you get actual data that guides very specific, smart changes. It's about being precise, not just restrictive. Okay, let's bring it all home. Why is it so incredibly vital to identify and manage these allergies? I'll tell you, it goes way beyond just avoiding an upset stomach or a simple rash. Ignoring a confirmed allergy is, frankly, a huge gamble.
Reactions can get worse and worse over time, and they can potentially lead to anaphylaxis, which is a life-threatening emergency. Plus, living in fear of your next meal or cutting out foods you don't need to can really mess with your nutrition and just your overall quality of life. Knowledge here isn't just power, it's protection.
This just sums it all up perfectly, doesn't it? The whole goal is to empower you with the knowledge of your own body so you can protect your health and navigate the world of food without fear. So, we'll end with this thought. Those weird, mysterious symptoms you're feeling, they're not just random noise. They are signals. Your body is trying to tell you something. The real question is, are you listening?